So as we all know, Shadow the Hedgehog is the edgiest game of all time. From the soundtrack to dialogue to the addition of motorcycles and guns. That is why in today's video, if I get the video ends. But before starting this video, make sure you're subscribed to me, Glowkaze, and ring the bell so you don't miss a single video. You know, to this day, I'm still wondering why they decided to add Shadows in Shadow's lore that a 10-year-old gets shot and killed by the government. That is just peak edginess of Sonic the Hedgehog in the early mid 2000s. And now the one thing that makes this challenge interesting, while this game does indeed have guns. Hey Sonic, how are you doing? Anywho, as I was saying, in this game you can get shot, but you can actually get shot in pretty much any other Sonic game as long as it has badniks in it. And I was kind of reluctant in making this video because of the title. I don't know, I'm hoping YouTube doesn't demonetize me. I mean, I've literally been researching if I could make this video for weeks now, and I have a pretty solid conclusion as to, like, I can, as long as I'm talking about video games. Well, I am in a video game, Shadow the Hedgehog. Another thing about Shadow the Hedgehog is that you can complete, how do I turn this? Okay, never mind. But in this game, you can complete the story, like, because in this game, there's, like, what? I think there's, like, 10 different stories. I have no idea how many different endings you can get, but I'm pretty sure it's like over 10, and it's probably like 50 something stories that you could have. So I mean, if we even beat one story, I'd be happy. Anywho, we beat the first level without getting. If it wasn't obvious already, right now I'm trying to complete the neutral story first because, well, that's pretty much, I've literally beaten the neutral story like a good 10 times. For the rest of the stories, I literally have not even come close because, to be honest, the first time I played this game was when I was like 10. I was just going through the levels, like, and I thought that the dark story or the hero stories, they were like extra, so I thought I had beaten the game with the neutral story. And needless to say, 10-year-old me was underwhelmed because I expected it to be like Super Shadow and everything. And when I saw people online getting Super Shadow, I was incredibly confused because I was like, how the hell did they do that? And then I started looking up tutorials on how to actually get Super Shadow, and it turns out I had to beat the game. I think for this game, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure you have to beat the game in, like, with every single story and whatnot. And until then, you can play the Super Shadow boss fight. Like, from what I remember, I completed so many levels in this game that I lost track of what I actually completed and what I needed to complete it in order to get Super Shadow. Like, if I could find my original, I have my Shadow the Hedgehog original copy from like the early 2000s, but it's like there was just so much to do, and it's like there was so many better did I just die? God damn it! The thing with some of the enemies too is that some of them actually have swords as well, and I actually got hit with a sword earlier. But swords are okay because, well, they're not guns, and you don't really get shot with a sword. I will not be going back. We complete another level without getting. I still got an A rank, although I died. And now we're on the third level of Shadow the. I feel like for Shadow the Hedgehog challenges, we always come close or just do good in general with these challenges in this game. Like, not to toot my horn or anything, but I just might be the best Shadow the Hedgehog player in the world. Not that there's really any competition with this game. I don't really think there's any pro Shadow the Hedgehog gamers out there. And if you're watching this and I just called you out, yeah, sorry. No! Oh my god, that's I'm so happy they have Stormtrooper aim because there's no way. Oh my god, bro, why? Hold on, the AI for these levels is getting a little too hard. Okay, I don't think hard is the correct term, but I feel like they're getting a little more accurate. What the hell? But like, I could actually swear the AI, I don't know if we're standing still. Maybe that's why. That does not count as getting shot, by the way. I just got hit. I didn't get shot. I love being able to skip just half the level. Like, look at this. I don't even have, the bar's empty right now, but I just, you know what? I'll take, I will not take that, but I'll take it. I'm thinking about it right now, and like, what is you guys' favorite Sonic game from this era, from like 2003 to like, I want to say 2007? Because they had a lot of games that were questionable and a lot of games that were good. Like, if I had to choose one, I'd say Sonic 06 or Sonic Riders. One of the best things about Sega, in my opinion, is how they're not scared to take risks. Because, like, they've made pretty much every single type of Sonic game. They've made linear Sonic games, they made 2D Sonic games, they made, well, a shooter Sonic game, basically, with this one. They made Super Sonic Galaxy with Sonic Lost World. They just have made, like, Sonic Unleashed 2, that was a very good game, and the Hedgehog, in my opinion, was good. They added like the fighting element. I love the werehog. Like, I know a lot of people dislike the werehog, but I loved it personally. And also, they had Supersonic Galaxy, basically, with Sonic Lost World. Like, I know they executed that very poorly. I wish it was a classic Sonic game, but anyway, I don't care about your disc. Like I was saying, Sonic Unleashed, they took a lot of risk with Sonic Unleashed just making the werehog, because the werehog is, like, completely different than everything the Sonic is, which is speed. While in the werehog levels, you have to, like, fight enemies and take your time, basically. Why am I so good at Shadow the Hedgehog? I think the ranking for this game just loves me. But that's something that I've always admired about Sega and how different Sonic games are from one another. Like, the first 3 Sonic games, they were, like, pretty much the same thing, just, you know, with new levels and upgraded physics and stuff like that. And then we had 3D Blast, a completely different Sonic game. And then we had the 2 adventure games that practically revolutionized Sonic. And then we had Sonic Heroes, which was similar to Sonic Adventure, but not really, because you could actually play as multiple different characters at once. Then we had this game with all the different stories and edginess that this game brought. Sonic 06 was a little bit similar to Sonic Adventure games, but we all know what happened with that game. And then we had Sonic and the Black Knight and Sonic and the Secret Rings, which were a little bit similar, but they were different in its own because they were on the Wii. And we already talked about Sonic Unleashed and the werehog, and then there was Sonic Colors, and that game introduced the Wisps. But like, you guys get the point by now. Sega loves to experiment, and that's what they're doing with Sonic Frontiers and Sonic Superstars in a way. Like, Sonic Frontiers introduced us to the open zone, similar to how Sonic Adventure introduced us to, well, 3D platforming Sonic. And if Superstars is good, which honestly it's looking like it's going to be great, we're not only going to have open zone Sonic, we're also going to have the classic 2.5D Sonic, or 2D, whatever you guys are going to want to call that. But it is really exciting to like think about the future of Sonic the Hedgehog, and I'm hoping I'm not getting my hopes up right now, because that game is really shaping up to be great. Like, if I could pitch 3 games for Sonic in the future, would first be a remaster of Sonic Riders, or just a completely new Sonic Riders game for like new consoles. So it could be like our Mario Kart, and I just fell and died, didn't I? Oh my god. Then I'd pitch Super Sonic Maker, which is just Super Mario Maker but with Sonic, and I'm pretty sure you guys have been No, do not tell. I walk in the building and I already have their guns pointed at me. Of course. We completed 3 levels. And then I just get popped in the 4th. Okay, you know what? That is just the definition of unlucky. Well, we got shot, which means now this video is over. And if you guys want to see this challenge in other Sonic games or all Sonic games, let me know in the comments down below, because this is a very interesting challenge, because it sparked in my head, because I was thinking about challenges of doing for Shadow the Hedgehog, and I was like, huh, Shadow the Hedgehog has guns. Why not? So yeah, let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below. But for now, thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more content, and see you guys next time.